What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another pre-game live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Phoenix Suns. 7:30 Pacific time. Um, all right, Phoenix Suns, man. This is a team that started off hot. They started the regular season with a bang. They were above 500, and then all of a sudden, the youth kicks in, right? Obviously, they're young. They're not going to win too much in this league. And then DeAndre Ayton got suspended and all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, tonight, DeAndre Ayton is not available, but doesn't mean it's not going to be a fight. Excuse me. Doesn't mean it's not going to be a fight. The Lakers need to come out ready for battle no matter who we face and no matter who they have. By the way, before I kick it off, man, yeah, I have to say happy birthday, man. Big happy birthday wishes to my boy, Big Baby Jonathan, man. Go ahead and check out his sports podcast show. Big Baby Jonathan, show him some love. Go on his channel, tell him happy birthday, man. This is a really humble, really nice kid, and I wish him the best. All he wants is a Lakers victory for his birthday. So happy birthday, Big Baby Jonathan. So Lakers Suns. Devin Booker's playing last I checked, so we have to make sure we guard the perimeter. We have to make sure we communicate. We haven't been communicating properly out there, man. And Lakers have to make sure we communicate. We switch out and we rotate properly. Look. Bottom line is, any given night, any player can step up in the NBA. I'm going to get into the free agents in just a little bit, but just to break down the Phoenix Suns, any player can have a career night versus the Lakers. And for some reason, we have a target on our back this season. Players have been targeting us and playing us just a tad bit harder than the rest of the league, but at least that's my opinion. But all in all, I think if the Lakers – what I want to see from them tonight is to limit those turnovers. We've been turning the ball over like crazy, and it starts with our superstar players, Anthony Davis and LeBron James. If they can, protect the basketball, make sure we get high efficient buckets, I think we'll be just fine. That's the main key of tonight's game. Limit turnovers. Last game we had 24, 25? Way too much. Let's see if we can cut that in half. If we cut that in half, then that's a big plus. But in reality, we shouldn't be turning the ball that much over. I mean, get the ball down low to AD, let him go to work, and then isolate LeBron James, give him some pick and rolls, have players, back screen cut and do all kinds of off-ball movement. That's what I would like to see. Now, I see you guys want to talk about Darren Collison. Sure, I'll transition over to the topic. Our boy Darren Collison has decided not to come out of retirement. Obviously, he's a Jehovah's Witness, so I actually grew up in that religion. Fun fact, and they're very disciplined. I'll give them credit for that. They're very, very disciplined. They don't believe in riches and fame, and they're strictly about their service and ministry. So I admire them for sticking to that, and I respect Darren Collison's decision. Whatever makes him and his family happy. I would have loved to have him, but hey, who can hate on a man who's completely dedicated to his family and God? So, nothing but love on this side for Darren Collison. But we do have to find more rounded guard out there, and we've been hearing the name Dion Waiters surface recently. Dion Waiters is a very versatile offensive guard. However, defensively he lacks a little bit, and I would prefer somebody more defensive minded. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers at this point. Bring on Dion Waiters. Why not? Isaiah Thomas doesn't play defense. He's too undersized, and honestly, I don't know if he has enough in the tank to really make an impact offensively. At this stage of his career with all the injuries. So, yes, bring on Dion Waiters. Let's work out Michael Kidd-Gilchrist if he gets bought out and he hasn't joined the team. There's plenty of options to be had. Some people have mentioned Jeff Green. Jeff Green's a very good option as well. People forget about him. So some people say JR is a better defender. Like Jay Wise thinks JR is a better defender. I wouldn't mind J.R. Smith either. I think, Dion Waiters 28, J.R. Smith is what, 33, 34, 35? I don't know. But I think we need some more youth on this team. We have plenty of veterans out there. We need somebody who's going to inject some sort of energy into this team. And I think Dion Waiters could be a walking bucket, like Perkins said, but he needs to be focused. And LeBron James tends to get the best out of teammates. I mean, look what he's done with Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. So he said, who would you rather have, Dan, J.R. Smith or Dion, if you were to choose? Like I said, Dion Waiters, simply because he's 28, and I feel like this team could use a little bit more youth. We don't have too much youth. Maybe even Kuzma can get his swagger going with a young player like Dion Waiters. Maybe they can link up and have a little youth connection right there. That'd be nice to see. We have plenty of vets, although I wouldn't mind adding a vet either. If J.R. Smith is battle ready and he's good to go and they give him his little run and he looks impressive, then why not? But at his age, I do prefer Dion just a tad bit much. So Dion Waiters is way better than J.R. Smith, but Dion needs to work out his off-court issues. Again, I think Dion Waiters will be fine with LeBron James. He's a total leader, man. He's one of the better leaders we've seen in the history of the NBA. So I think he'll be fine. He'll get the best out of him. Hey, what's up, Laker Nation for life? How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Welcome. Kenneth Fareed. Nah, I'll pass. We don't need no more big men right now. We could use a wing defender and a guard who can create for himself or play make, or both, preferably. So do you think Waiters can play make? I think he could take some of the ball handling responsibilities off of LeBron just a little bit, just a tad bit. But can he play make like we need? Probably not. Even Rondo has struggled playmaking this season. I think he started exceptionally well. He was having 10 assist games and all that. But then when his jump shot stopped falling, that's when teams started sagging off and just letting him settle for that shot, taking the rest of the team out of the game. Now, offensively tonight, we just need to be consistent, man. We need to start knocking down our shots primarily. Again, turnovers will help with that. And we need to just be efficient and consistent and make sure that we have some sort of a consistent offense out there for at least 3 out of the 4 quarters. We can't be taking so many breaks. Do we need to add someone? Yes, we do. We do need to add somebody. We need another ball handling guard. Dion Waiters could be that. And we need a wing defender. Hey, what's up, T? How you doing? Good to see you. I think they need to play Kuzma more to get him ready for the playoffs. I agree with that, too. I would not mind starting him at all. Dan, my boss said I couldn't go home early to watch the game, so I quit. Let's go. Oh, man, Jacob. Hey, that's a real diehard Laker fan right there. I salute you for that, brother. But at the same time, you got to prioritize, man. If you need your job, man, I'm always here for the post-game recap. I could, I could give you the rundown really quick. But, hey, I respect you, bro. Decision made. You got to live with it. But, hey, remember, if you ever need to keep your job, you could always find me right here. He said, we need AD to beast. The follow-away is not going to do it. Yes, I would like AD to get a little bit bigger inside and lean in on some of those shots instead of fade away. However, the guy is so skilled, man. It's hard to complain about what he does. I don't like him falling away and falling down and stuff like that because he could risk injury. And that's the last thing we need with AD. So I get your point. Excuse me. He said you should have quit during the playoffs. Hey, that's a fact. Well, who knows? Maybe he's a young kid who lives with his parents and he can afford to quit. So I'm not going to judge the man. He made his decision. He's going to live with it. I salute you. That's a real Laker fan. He prioritized the Lakers. But, hey, man. He said, what up, Dan? Fresh off of work. How we looking tonight? Hopefully good, brother. Hopefully good, man. And hopefully we get this dub tonight. Again, for my boy Big Baby, man. We need to get this dub. And, it's his birthday and all that good stuff. And for the sake of the Lakers, they got to get it rolling, man. We got to get on like a 10, 15-game win streak to end the season strong because other teams are creeping up on us in the standings. So we have to start creating separation. And nights like tonight, we need to take advantage of the lower competition. Even though it's an NBA team, you can't take them lightly. But you do have to execute. He said, you're tripping if you quit your job for real, bro. No, we can't judge the man. Look, first of all, we don't know his situation. Maybe he was already on the verge of quitting. Maybe he was tired of his job. Maybe he has a backup plan. We don't know, man. But at the same time, I get what you're saying. But not all of us are older, responsible men who have to pay bills. Some of these are young kids. Young kids quit jobs all the time, and that's how they learn. They learn how to, when they get a good job, how to keep it. The Dion Waiters is the truth. I know you've been vouching for him, Laker Nation for life. I know you've been vouching for him on Twitter. It's fun to watch your little tweets, man, how you be fighting people basically because you want them to come on. It's fun to watch. But I'll say this. If we do get Dion Waiters, he does need to focus. LA could have a lot of distractions, LA has beaches and other things that rhyme with eaches. There's just all kinds of things in LA that can distract a man like Dion Waiters. And hopefully that's why we got LeBron, AD, vets like that, Dwight, who's learned from his first stint around here to, hopefully take them under their wing and stuff. Remember, he's still only 28. The man's still explosive. He can still get to the rack. He can do some stuff, man. He said, we need to make an example out of the Suns, set the tone on defense. I like that. I like the little shield you posted, bro. That's dope. Hey, Dan, you opening the lines tonight after the game, or is the app still messed up? Let's get this window. Yeah, I'm opening the lines. I'm going to do a test call before I even come online, because last time, I don't know, it was crashy. But I'm going to test it first. Most likely, yes, the lines will be open up. I owe you guys like 2 times already. But yeah, if the line rings, I'm answering it. So make sure you get your phones ready, man. And I hope I can talk to some of you guys tonight. He says Stephen A jumped off the bandwagon. I saw that. Man, and I was like, what a coward. Seriously, bro, you're going to ride? You better ride to die with us, Stephen A. But that's the problem with cats like Stephen A. Much as I respect his basketball and analysis and stuff like that, they just jumping around all over the place. Like, he's a New Yorker who is a Knicks fan, but he's jumping off of it simply because, the Knicks aren't good. So he's not a very good representation of a Knicks fan. And then now he wants to be a Laker fan because LeBron came here. But now he's jumping off of that too because we didn't make an addition, according to him, So I don't know. Is it 20K subs for 2020? Let's get it. Oh, I like that endorsement, Lewis. Hey, that would be great if you guys could hit the sub button if you already haven't. Truly would appreciate that. Much love, guys. 2020, hopefully it's a big year, not just for me, but for all of us. Fresh start. We started off a little bad, with the whole Kobe situation. Unfortunately, rest in peace to him and everybody involved. But hopefully life is a roller coaster. You can't always be down. So hopefully we get up on this roller coaster. Dan, I think the Lakers lost out big time when we didn't get Marcus Morris. The Clippers have 5 players that can score anytime, and we only have 2. But remember this. I will tell you this, Ricardo. The playoffs aren't all about scoring, man. And the playoffs defense is truly played because all of a sudden, floppers like Harden aren't able to make the same kind of impact. So, again, same thing applies to guys like Paul George who are inconsistent in the playoffs. They don't get the same floppery stuff. Lou Williams doesn't get the same stuff. So what does that leave you with? Basically Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris. That's not going to be enough to overcome LeBron James and Anthony Davis, in my opinion, and our size of JaVale, Dwight Howard, and potentially DeMarcus Cousins. So, again, people aren't talking about DeMarcus, but that could be our biggest acquisition that we made, even though we didn't have to do nothing this trade deadline. So, yeah, I feel you, bro, but I wouldn't be too scared. Don't listen to Stephen A. He's wrong. Sometimes he's right, sometimes. He said, hey, Dan, F all the haters, man. You the man, bro. Hey, Jonathan, thank you, brother. And I presume you're talking about that whole little Twitter thing I posted. Sometimes you show people love and they turn around and stab you. It's a part of life. It's not the first time it happened to me. I'm used to it. But I'm glad this time I had the receipts to show and, expose the truth. The truth always comes out. And sometimes you wonder, like you look at the thumbs up to thumb down ratio and you wonder who those 7, 8 people that are hating on you are. But it doesn't bother me because little do they know, just by clicking on the video, it's monetized. So when you click on it, you're helping out my channel. So that's the funny piece. The thumbs up, they help, a little bit, but the thumbs down don't really impact it like that. So I appreciate everybody who shows love and everybody who hates, man. Hey, I'm going to pray for you, man, because hate ain't good for your life. It don't impact me no way, no how. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this, man, and I think it's an original quote. I don't think nobody's ever said this before. I think I might be onto something here. The higher you fly in life, the more turbulence. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way life is, man. The higher you fly, the bigger you get, the more haters you're going to get. So the higher you fly in life, the more turbulence. Remember that. So if there's no turbulence, man, you're not flying high enough. So you're doing something right if people hating on you and stuff like that. It's all about love, though. 2020, baby. He said, 11K subs already, Dan? Been here since 2K. You have subs. We keep growing because your channel's awesome, man. Keep up the awesome work. Appreciate the love, my brother. Man. The more I grow, like I said, I'm going to give back to you guys. You guys remember last year I did the 2K giveaway. So if I get to 20K this year, I'm going to do something equally as big, if not bigger. Like I said, man, I like to give back. So you guys give to me, I give back to you. We reciprocate love. That's the way it goes, man. Laker Nation. He said, everyone, please hit the like button to support Dan. My guy, Ricardo, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said, Dan, what you think about Mo Harkless? How could you be so heartless? No, I'm just playing. Mo Harkless, bro. And by the way, shout out to my boy Lou, man. We used to mess around when Mo Harkless first got drafted. That's from the Kanye West song, The Heartless. Anyways, Mo Harkless, very good wing defender. I don't think he's going to get bought out from New York. Last I heard was, that Mo Harkless wanted to play for the Knicks. So don't hold your breath on that front. Hey, oh my goodness, T with the 20 piece. Thank you so much. I haven't seen one of those in a minute. She said, Dan, you the truth, mad love, and we expect for your channel. And respect for your channel. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. She said, mad love and respect for your channel, 2020, like a love. Thank you so much, T. I appreciate you so much. Oh, man. Y'all make me feel so loved tonight. He said, fam, we need Lance. He played D, and he a beast. Lance Stevenson was a good addition last year. I don't know why they cut him off. Again, thank you, T. I appreciate you so much. I don't know why they cut Lance Stevenson. Like, that was suspect, right? But at the end of the day, the front office knows what they're doing. If they bring back Lance, I'll be happy. He brings energy. He plays okay defense from time to time, and he's a hard worker. So, Lance Stevenson would be dope. Big Baby Jonathan Sport Podcast Show. Thank you, brother. He said, keep up the good work. Thanks for the shout out. I got you, bro. And again, happy birthday, bro. Let's get this dub for you tonight. It's all for you. Go ahead and check out this guy's channel. Drop a thumbs up on his channel as well. Help my man grow. Does DJ Augustine get bought out? I don't know. DJ Augustine, I wouldn't mind him either. He's a little undersized, but he's a shifty, speedy, stretch type of point guard. He can stretch the floor. So, Dan, thoughts on Dion Waiters? I like him. I don't love him, but I do like him enough to endorse him as a Laker. If the Lakers get him, I would be a little excited for sure. He brings a little bit of a energy infusion, which is, I think the Lakers need that. Dan, do you think DeMarcus will come back in the playoffs? I'm hoping he comes back around maybe just a little bit before the playoffs, maybe like 3-4 games just to tune his game up a little bit and get him some run, knock some of the rust off. It's hard. Man has been out, and then, he recuperated. He played a little bit in the playoff last year. Then he's out again with injuries all year. So he's going to have to knock off some of that rust. I don't expect that Sacramento Kings DeMarcus by any means necessary, but anything he can give us is going to be a bonus. And just having that big body to set screens and roll to the basket and maybe shoot a little bit, I'd be just happy with that. He said, get Lance so he can blow in Kawhi's ear, LMAO. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. Lance Stevenson, honestly, he should be in the league. He's very talented. So, he should be in the league for sure. He said, block Hilda. Hilda, that's a funny name, Hilda. I don't even see her, to be honest with you, man. Let me see. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, I see. I got you. She said some hater stuff. Got you. Done. The Laker Nation wants, they get. He's trademarked that. You like that, huh? You like what I said about the turbulence, huh? I'm going to repeat that one more time for those of you that weren't here, man. And this should apply to your life as well as mine, because we all strive for greatness. And that is, the higher you fly, the more turbulence. That applies to life, People don't hate on you if you're not doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing something right, expect it to get a little rocky up there. So the higher you fly, the more turbulence. Remember that, guys. Put that on a T-shirt. Hey, Vic with the 24-piece. I love it, man. Tribute to Kobe again. I love that. He said, what you think about Jeremy Lin? Jeremy Lin is very talented. I don't know where he is at this point of his career or how much he has left in the tank. Man, I'm always going to love Linsanity, Jeremy Lin, man. He was going off. You guys know the Knicks are my second favorite team if I ever had one. So, at the same time, like, Linsanity had his moment, man, and he's always going to go down as a hero just because he came out of the G League and he was putting up big numbers on the Mike D'Antoni. Of course, it wasn't a Mike D'Antoni, but, he was a solid role player throughout his career. I'll give him that. I'll never forget when he played for the Lakers. That was funny. You guys remember that video of Kobe being hard on him in practice? Legendary stuff of legends. But thanks so much for the donation, Vic and T, man. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. Dan, is AD playing? Well, last I checked, I haven't got the update. He was probable for today. So let me just scroll down my timeline really quick, see if there's any updates on our boy Anthony Davis. I don't see anything. Most likely he is going to play, though. Knowing Anthony Davis, he won't sit out for no. I guess he won't sit down for no sort of like finger injury, nothing minor like that. He's a tough guy, so I think he's playing. Hey, lowest in the room. I like that. That's like the opposite of Travis Scott's song, right? Highest in the room. I like that. He said Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith is clutch sports. That's an inside job. Hopefully we get Reggie Jackson too. Now, Reggie Jackson is my new favorite guard to get if he does get bought out by the Detroit Pistons. I would love Reggie Jackson. So, and by the way, thank you so much for the donation, brother. Appreciate that as always. He said, yeah, but Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith, I mean, that's two of the similar type of guards. I doubt we pick both of those guys up. Like I said, I feel like we need an athletic defensive wing, Jeff Green. Some people have mentioned Mo Harkless. Somebody like that to go with a JR or a Dion Waiters, I'd be happy with. But again, I'm not the GM, so we'll see what happens there. You said, should we bench Rondo, Dan? Should we bench Rondo? You know what? If he keeps playing bad, at some point, there's going to have to be some sort of accountability from the coaching staff. If not, that's exactly how you lose teammates. You know, that's how you lose locker rooms. But I don't think Frank Vogel does not know what he's doing, if that makes sense. That's kind of a word twister there. But I think Frank Vogel knows what he's doing, and I think he's given Rondo his place for now because we're going to need him in the playoffs. Trust me, I have no doubt in my mind he's going to show up for at least 1 or 2 games per series, and he'll have a big game. 1 to 2 games. Like I said, I think the veterans like LeBron, the older guys, I think they're saving some in the reservation tank for when we get to the playoffs. That's why I think Rondo's still going to be a piece of the rotation. However, when he's playing bad, I would love to see coach insert somebody else. Quinn Cook, give me Caruso, give me anybody. Because we have to hold players somewhat accountable, you know. Dan, what do you think of Collison staying retired after using us? Nah, Collison didn't use us, man. I think he truly considered it. But at the end of the day, his family and religion is more important. And I can't hate on that. We can't hate on DC, man. We got to be classy fans. You know, we're Laker fans. We're not Clipper fans. So let's stay classy, baby. You know, shout out to DC, man. He's out here in the IE somewhere. So if you're watching this video, man, Laker Nation still got love for you, bro. It's just, you know, we were disappointed because we wanted DC. Obviously, but you know what? He's a grown adult. He knows what's best for him. Lakers got to move forward, though. We got to be smart, and we got to see what we can get. We got to get it while it's good. He said, "I would like to see the G Leaguers step up and get some minutes. To be honest, I like Tucker's energy, confidence, and defense, but Lakers don't give him a chance to play and test them out." Again, guys, I'm gonna say this one more time. If you guys have not seen Talent Horton Tucker, that kid's name is right. You know, it should be talent, not talent. He has a lot of talent. He got ball handles. He be yakking on people. He gets to the rack and finishes strong. He can score. He can defend. He has a 7'1" wingspan. 7'1". That's crazy, right? And he has handles as well. We haven't seen much of him this season, but in the G League, the man is killing. We already lost one. We lost Zach Norvell on a 10-day contract to the Warriors. I pray to God we don't lose Talent Horton Tucker because I think the Lakers found another diamond in the rough with the kid. It's only a matter of time, though. Eventually, I think he will get time. If not this year, maybe next year. But I would like to see him moving forward as a young piece for the future. Clement Ojo said, if Cook can't get minutes over Rondo, rookies definitely won't. That's a fact. And that's what I'm saying. One thing I've noticed early on from Frank Vogel is he does not give young players minutes. Because if he did, you know, Zach Norvell would have got tons of minutes based off of what he did in the preseason. He was killing, bro. Killing. I think he had a 30-point game, right? The last game of the preseason. So you would think like, but again, we're a different team. We're not a rebuilding team. We're not looking for young talent. They're looking for experience at this point, and they're looking for guys who can come in and contribute right away. So it makes sense at the same time. But yes, I'm in the same boat as you guys. I would love to see Zach, not Zach Norvell, well, Zach too, but Talent Horton Tucker get some minutes and come in and do some work for the Lakers. I think if he can carve out a role, man, that would be exciting to watch for reals. I don't know what it is. Obviously, the Lakers with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Danny Green, all these guys, it's exciting as heck to watch. We're watching a winning brand of basketball. But there's something about having a young, talented piece, you know, who brings that excitement and that who has a bright future, that just gets Laker Nation even that much more excited. That's why we love the young core, even though they were losing. They gave us hope for the future, and look, rightfully so. You see what these young pieces are doing. The Lakers drafted extremely well. Brandon Ingram, first-time All-Star. You know, Lonzo Ball's jumper looks redefined, and obviously he's playmaking, fast breaking, all that good stuff. Jordan Clarkson is beasting with the Utah Jazz, man. He's like 6th man of the year favorite right now. So D'Angelo Russell looking like a young stud, you know, newly acquisition for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers have just drafted great player after great player. And let's not forget about the other role players like Steve Mikhailuk with the Pistons. And you got Thomas Bryant with the Washington Wizards. They're starting center now. That's why I think the Lakers made this trade. And we landed Anthony Davis. So we're going for it now. With our scouting department, I feel like they could always find diamonds in the rough like Talent Horton Tucker and Zach Norvell when we do need to replenish that young talent again. And that's what gets me excited. That's why I think all of us, we want to see THT. We want to see him do some work, man, because we know we might have something special there. So I can't wait for that. Yeah, let's not forget about Julius Randle, starting power forward for the Knicks. So think about it. These last 6-7 years, the Lakers have drafted magnificently, and you almost can't help but think, where would the Lakers have been right now had we stayed patient and kept all the pieces? I'm talking Larry Nance Jr., Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Thomas Bryant, Mo Wagner, everybody. If we had kept everybody, we'd probably be a playoff team right now. We'd probably be the most exciting young team in the NBA. But then again, our fan base is not patient. People were trashing D'Angelo's rookie season. They were trashing Brandon Ingram's rookie season. It takes really a lot of patience to develop young talent. And I'm not sure if LA is the market for that, because, we are spoiled and we want our teams to win ASAP. But all that to the side, man, very proud of this team. I want them to continue. They do have a lot of room for improvement. I've been saying it all year. We're good, but we have another gear and we could be great. We got to be a great team to win the championship. And I think I'm looking forward to the Lakers hopefully improving and getting to that point, getting to that greatness that we've seen glimpses of, but I want to see it consistently. Any last questions before I get off, guys? Again, thank you so much for the donations, guys. Big Baby, Vic, T, everybody who donated. I appreciate you guys, and I have much love for you guys. You guys really make me very happy. He said, Dan, are you on Twitter? Absolutely, Mark Swift. It's at Dan the Lakers fan. Same thing as on here. So go ahead and add me, and I'll add you right back. He said, DTLF, what do you think about Vogel? I think he has been outcoached every game lately. You know what? You can't really blame it all on the coach. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. I think his rotations could do a little bit better. We need to exploit mismatches just a little bit better. But can we really be that hard on him? He has us in first place. So, you can't be too hard on him, man. You got to show him some love. Every single game out coach, now that's a little bit of a reach, but yes, there have been some of the big name games where he could have been a lot better. I'll say that. If you had a good coach, you would have won with that young talent. Walton was horrible. Now that is extremely true, Marvin, and everybody who's been with me for years know that I always wanted Luke Walton gone, man. No disrespect to Luke, obviously, but to me, he's more like a JV coach than an NBA coach. And the only reason that I think he's a head coach is because you sometimes in this world, you got to know people to be somebody, you got to know somebody to get somewhere. And that's kind of sad. I wish everybody had equal opportunity, but that's not the reality sometimes. Now, sometimes you can carve out your own niche, which is what I'm trying to do with this channel. But sometimes, you need sometimes people get handouts. So I think Luke Walton, man, there's coaches out here that never got a coaching chance or rarely get opportunities. Guys like Mark Jackson, who haven't, been in a great position to succeed. And then you got the Luke Waltons who continue to lose left and right. And I don't know if teams are just using them to like rebuild and tank, or if it's really just a privilege thing. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like I do believe that had we had a better coach, maybe even a Frank Vogel, I think these players would have developed with the Lakers, and maybe they wouldn't have got traded. Maybe Brandon Ingram would have been an all-star last year, and he wouldn't have got traded. Look what Alvin Gentry has done, with that team. So even though he gets criticized by Pelicans fans, but what he's done with that team is nothing short of phenomenal. Even though they're probably not gonna make the playoffs. But back to Lakers, guys. Hopefully we get this victory again for all the right reasons. We need to win. We need to keep rolling. Lakers got to get back on a winning streak, and that way we create some sort of separation in the Western Conference, because we don't want them to creep up on us, and now we're forced to play LeBron James and Anthony Davis extra games down the stretch. So again, thank you guys so much, and again, I appreciate all the donations, man. Y'all made my night. I'll catch you guys right here for the post game recap. Hopefully, I think I'm 90% sure that the app's going to work tonight. So hopefully y'all get your phones ready and we get some calls in tonight. Thank you guys so much. If you already haven't, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'll catch you guys for the post-game recap. Peace out.